You know, the tales of the weak against the strong and the small against the big are as old as time itself, back in the days starting from David versus Goliath all the way up to Gulliver's Travels to newer things like Attack on Titan and all kinds of things. It's a story that has been told many, many times, and today we're going to be looking at a game that will remind you of those kind of things. I'm out here next to the fairy garden that my wife made for my daughter, looking at all these tiny little creatures, and I think we're finally going to answer a few of life's most important questions. The first being, how many 5-year-olds could I fight to the death if I absolutely had to? That seems low. And two, what the fuck does Skulk Hollow mean? Oh. Skulk Hollow is a game by Kenneth Eduardo Baraf and Dustin Faust. It is a two-player game and only a two-player game in which you and one other person are trying to do your various different things because this is an asymmetrical game. To quote, an asymmetrical game of combat between the legendary guardians and the foxing clans of same thing. What this game has you doing is on your turn, you're going to look at a handful of cards. How many cards you have will depend on if you are one of these little foxy people or one of the sexy guardians. You will look at them, you will look at the board, you will play a certain number of cards, and you will do the things on the cards. If you are the fox, you get more of the things to do. Some of the things would include moving around, jumping on the big rock dude, moving up the big rock dude, attacking the big rock dude, or saving some of your actions for a future turn, so in the future, you can attack the big rock dude. If you are the big rock dude, you are going to be doing different things. For example, if you are one rock dude, you can start where you are, you have to go to a place and do a thing, then go to another place to do a thing, go to another place to do a thing, and then finally go to another place to, spoiler alert, do a thing. The gameplay itself is, let's get into the good before we get into literally everything else. First off, the art in this game is beautiful. This is the reason why I bought the game and the reason you will probably buy the game. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy. Look at that guy. He's a big rock bear. Rock bear. And then he's got a little thing on his back and he's got a fist rock, and then there's all the things you can do. And then when we got this, we got a rock bird. We got a rock bird. And then rocktopus. Yeah, I said rocktopus. We have that guy. We have rockworm. And those are your various guardians. And as I mentioned on the back, this is the place where, yeah, I put them between my legs. This is where your little foxy dude is going to go up. He's going to go here and he's going to attack. And he's going to, boop, damage the things. And then he's going to go up here and, boop, damage the things. And some things will have him jump on anywhere. And then, boop, jump over here and damage the things. And then whenever you get damaged, you do that. And when you damage all of it, oh, he can't do this thing anymore. Because these are the things that the rock dudes can do. And all of the rock dudes have similar, but different, but very similar things that they can do. Basically, it is throwing the people off of you, hurting the people off of you, and then trying to fulfill your random objective, which are as follows. If you are the rock bird, you have to eliminate all non-leader units from the ground space of the Skulk Hollow map. Easier done than done. We have the rocktopus, where you have to have 6 root tokens present in Skulk Hollow, basically just moving around and putting shit down. The rock bear, super easy. Eliminate 8 hero units. And then the what the fuck is this? Rockworm. The rockworm is you have to collect 4 tokens in Skulk Hollow. And it's very pretty. It's very simple. All the things that they can do. The sizzle, slam, bap, boop, bop, boom is all right there, and all the things that they do. So for example, Rock Bear, he can gaze, deal 1 wound in a hero unit, deal a wound to other things, and it shows, it's all very well laid out, but mainly it's throw, stomp to move everything around you, and then the back is all very pretty. Or you are the foxy ladies. There are no foxy ladies. Are there foxy ladies? There's a foxy lady. And over here, like I mentioned before, this is how many actions and how many cards you can have in your hand and where you can save your actions for future whatevers. And then you can summon to basically bring a new hero, train a new hero. You get all that? You can leap onto the dude, you can attack the dude, you can shoot the dude from the ground if you have the thing, and then you can prepare, which is discard, draw 2 cards. Let's talk about asymmetrical games. Asymmetrical games, for those of you not in the know, is a game in which both parties are kind of doing 2 different things, playing almost 2 different games. If you want to know a symmetrical game, that is your chess. That is your checkers. Those are very symmetrical games. We both start with the same pieces, and then we do the thing. We start dipping our toe into asymmetry is when we start leveling up into other games where you have variable player powers, and I'm able to do something that you're not able to do, and you're not able to do something that I'm able to do, etc., etc. But the same thing. But then every once in a while, you come to true asymmetry, where we are playing 2 very different games. The pinnacle of this, I feel, is Android Netrunner. That is a game in which one person is trying to hack a corporation, the other corporation is trying not to get hacked. So we are playing a shell game and they are playing a running game. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal, phenomenal. Great, one of the greatest games ever made. This game, however, we are both doing very similar things. We're playing the cards from our hand and we're doing what's on the cards. Our goal is different, our finish line might be different, but we're both kind of starting from the same position. We're just running in 2 opposite directions. The problem with asymmetry is that you'll find yourself, and this is what we found when we played Netrunner, you will find yourself leaning towards one role more than the other. So for example, in a hidden movement game, I am playing either the person running away or the person doing the finding. And the more you play those kind of games, I want to be the one who does the finding because that's more fun for me. Or I want to be the person who runs away because that's more fun for me. The problem is you end up only playing half a game or no game at all. And in this case, I'm not going to be playing any game at all. Things this game does have going for it. It is beautiful. All the art and everything is great. The production is top notch. It is everything they give you that they think they should give you, they give you. For example, all of the Guardians are all very different. So you don't want to have to keep up with everything if you're not a Guardian player. So they have a little card that you can give to the foxes to be like, hey fox, these are all my Guardian abilities. And then as a fox, you can be like, here's my abilities. They're the same every fucking game. Sure, some of the fox leaders have special powers, but you're really only ever going to be playing one fox leader. Please allow me to show you why. I understand that things like gaming, and in particular art, can be very subjective. But there is a thing that this game does better than maybe any game in history or anything in the history of time and space. And that is this gentleman right here. Look at that fucking face. That is hands down the best facial expression I've ever seen in the history of my life. It is just, this is the kind of thing that they write poetry about, that they write songs about. Just the way the lines and the and his hair is all swoopy doopy. It is the best thing. And this is the character that I picked because when you look in the box and you see all the people, oh, do I want to be the king? Do I want to be the this or that? No. You want to be this guy. Once again, look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Hi, I'm the Prince of Gao. Sonic-a-boom! It's just, I'm not joking right now. This is amazing. This is enough for me to be happy and not sad that I bought this game because I got to see this. I don't think this is on the box. I'm not gonna look. But I got to just be with this for 40 minutes while I played the game. And every time I was not having fun, what's the work time? 40 minutes. Every one of those 40 minutes, I was able to look down at the table and go, that guy's pretty cool. There, that guy's pretty cool. All right, so that's a pretty cool guy. All right, also everyone has health, and these are some actions they do, and these are the things that they can do. Not everyone can leap, not everyone can melee, not everyone can attack. But look at that guy. Look at that fucking guy. Yeah, we're spending way too long on this. I don't fucking care. It's my video. Go watch something else. Because if you're here, you're looking at this guy. Oh man, he's so cool. Look how cool this guy is. What voice does he make? What voice is he making in your head? Is he suave? Is he French? Or whatever Fox versions of French is? Yeah. Is he a ladies' man? He's like, hey, take off them pants. Is he a man's man? Hey, I take off them pants. I just love it. So here we have Skulk Hollow and all its skulky glory. You have all of your kings and all of your little pieces, and all of your little dudes will have different icons on them in order for you to keep track with just a little fiddly thing. I don't really know why it matters. And then you have what is clearly the selling piece of this, and that is the BAM! Monsters. They are huge, they are awesome, they are still in their plastic bags because I didn't play with that one. But these things are going to be the ones that are trouncing all over the place trying to get the things, and these are the things they're trying to get. So if they have a special win condition, it's going to be in a little box with them because this production is phenomenal. So they're going to be going around, and they're going to do things, and they're going to be playing cards from their hand. What kind of cards you want to play? Obviously not that one, but these are what they look like. So they have the two actions. You can play it for the top and then the bottom, and then here it shows you what they do, or the top or the bottom, and then it's moving and slamming and gaining power and just doing things. The problem with the monsters is that as we were playing, you already know what turn you're going to take because it's literally the only turn you can take. So, I got to play 3 cards. I can only play 3 cards. I have 4 in my hand. I guess I'll play these 3 and I'm just going to do the thing. If the foxes didn't exist, this game would be non-existent for these dudes. But they do exist. So what are the foxes doing? They're just trying to jump on this thing. Not that way. They're going to jump on this thing. And then they're going to try to hurt him, and it's trying to stop the things that he can do. It's not a good time. Now, what this game should have been, in order to save it for me, is whenever one of the asymmetrical sides, whenever they don't have enough to do, it kind of makes their game non-existent. I think it would have been a lot more fun if we'd had the monsters. Throw up your octopus! If we were working together to take down the monster. The things that the monster does is basically AI. The way that their turns are structured is a way that kind of takes away most of the decision making. You have 4 cards, you have 3 cards, you can play all but one of them most of the time, and then you can maybe save power to do something cool in the future, but really at the end of the day, you're going to be doing the same thing every turn, and there's not really a lot of fun to be had there. However, you could have made these monsters a lot more fun. And really, if one person is a little foxy dude and the other person is a giant rock monster, the size comparison is like, oh, okay, well, I'm a big bad rock monster. Well, I'm a little bitty fox guy. Look at all the little foxies. If they would have made this a co-op where we were both the little monsters, no. If we were both the little foxes trying to take down the giant monster, I feel like a lot more fun could have been had with that. And this game, I think, would be successful if you had more people around the table, because you need more people to talk to. This game, I feel like, could have been a better co-op than what it is. Because what it is an obligation. Something I had to play because I saw it, because I love Mouse Guard, and Mouse Guard has made me buy so many fucking games because of tiny little animals doing human shit. Let's do some housekeeping. Oh, fuck, my arm. This is for 2 players. We only played it 2-player. We have this for 40 minutes. Now, I will say the game looks relatively simple. And once you get up in it, all up in this, it is pretty simple. But there is a barrier to entry that I feel like should not be there. The rule book is okay. It errs on the side of brevity, and that brevity can kind of come back to be like, should I do this? Should I do this? By the end of the game, I still didn't think we were playing it correctly, and that's pretty bad for a game that looks pretty simple. Some of the things I knew I was doing correctly, but a lot of it, I don't feel like I was. And then ages 8 and up, I don't fucking care. So, Skulk Hollow is a game that I played for the first time about 2 months ago. I played it for the last time about 2 months ago. It's taken me that long to muscle up the balls to want to do this because it's one of those games that was pretty beautiful. But when it was done, I was just like, when's the last time you ate Taco Bell? When's the last time you ate Jack in the Box? I don't fucking know. But I've eaten it. It's been a while. This is that. I don't remember the last time I really enjoyed this game. I don't remember the last time I had 2 tacos with no lettuce from Jack in the Box. I don't remember those things. Do I remember the last time I had steak night? Yep, it was delicious. because you remember the things that matter. And this doesn't matter. Games are about how they make you feel. And with the exception of Prince of Guile over there, this game made me feel nothing. It made me feel just, I wasn't playing it right. I didn't think I was playing it right. I just wanted to play something else. This is one of those games that was way up here when I bought it in the store and way down here when I was done. But before we fully kick this to the curb, I feel like there's something else we need to discuss. This game is going to be compared a lot to a small little independent game called Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of Colossus, Shadow of various Colossus. The PS2 game in which the little dude is trying to save the girl who's asleep by stabbing monsters. This is a game that kind of portrays the Guardians as the bad guy and the Fox as the people who are attacking them, and it's really easy to see that way. But if you remember the game Shadow of the Colossus, the Colossuses, they weren't the aggressor. They were the ones who were just minding their own goddamn business, and little Mick Shorty Stabby Grip guy was just going and stabbing them in all their private parts. It kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like, you know what, Foxes? If you live so close to a place where all of these Guardians are just rising up and always doing stuff, they were here first. Like, move along, Foxes. Prince of Guile, you can stay, but everyone else, leave. They will make Prince your king. There's also another show, Neon Genesis Evangelion, or Evangelon, or whatever you decided to call it when you were young before things were pronounced properly. If you watch that show, most of the angels that they fight, the big bads, they're not the aggressors. They don't make the first strike. In this game, the Foxes go first. Oh, there he is again. The Fox players go first. They are the aggressors in this world. It's just, it wasn't made fully clear as to what the Guardians were doing other than just being Guardians. You don't blame a shark for eating you if you went swimming with a shark. It's what they do. They don't really eat people. They eat seals, but they thought you were a seal. You don't blame a rocktopus for rocktopusing it up when you were the one out there being a rocktopunk. Fox and Punk? I don't know, I'm kind of low on the things. I can't even muster the excitement for this game anymore. I'm making this video because I have to, not because I want to, but just like the themes all over the place. I bought it because, as we have previously stated, I love animals doing human shit. I didn't even put on pants for this. I don't want to do this. I just do not care about this game. It's beautiful. Someone will very much love it. It's not right for my shelf. It might be right for your shelf if you are someone, I don't know, maybe kids will like it. Maybe 8 and under might like it. But I wish I could take the card of Princey McGuile and just put it on my wall. Just big, like one of the big head things. He's just the best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this latest edition of the Hard 100. I hope you and yours are well. Skulk Hollow can get Skulk hollowed out. I don't know, that didn't really make sense. Like I said, I don't care about that game. Happy New Year. Peace out.